Hi, welcome to Zree's compensation plan training on Enroller Retail Bonus. What is Enroller Retail Bonus? The Enroller Retail Bonus, or ERB, is a commission that is designed to quickly get money back into the pockets of those individuals who are actively building their Zrii businesses. It's given to those who are actively enrolling or presenting to new enrollees. As such, it is the first commission that many people receive, and it can also be the fastest way to recoup product costs or to get into the black, so to speak. How does ERB work? Well, the first key to understanding ERB is being familiar with some of the terminology that's associated with it. The two terms that are important to keep straight are enroller and presenter. The enroller is the person who actively engaged the contact, and the presenter is the person that presented them with the information that led to their decision to join Zrii. Now, it's important to note that you can be either the enroller or the presenter, or you can even be both. Now remember this, we're going to come back to it in just a second. The Enroller Retail Bonus is paid out on the very first order that somebody makes with Zrii. Half of the commissionable volume on the first order goes into the placement tree and is paid out in standard team commissions. And that does go onto your pay leg. The other 25% of the CV is what is paid out as Enroller Retail Bonus. So just as an example, if there was an order that was a 100 CV order and ERB was being paid on that order, then 50 CV of it would go into the placement tree or the binary tree, and $25 would get split between the enroller and the presenter. So who receives ERB? The Enroller Retail Bonus is paid to anybody that's qualified to receive commissions who enrolls a new IE or PC with an order. However, the presenter bonus could be considered the first leadership-type bonus within Zree's compensation plan. You become eligible for presenter bonuses at 2-star. At 3-star, you can earn presenter bonuses that have rolled up to you from those in your organization that have not yet qualified for them. So let's take a look at a real-world example. Here we have Bob. Bob's friend Mary is interested in Zrii. So Bob presents her with information, and she enrolls. Because Bob is the enroller and the presenter, he gets both bonuses. In this case, Mary placed a 100 CV first order, so Bob gets 25%, or $25. Now, after a little while, Bob and Mary are talking about how to build her group, and Mary mentions to Bob that her friend Jane wants to enroll. But because she's fairly new, Mary wants Bob to help her explain the Zrii business to Jane. Now let's also assume that in the intervening time, Mary has purchased over 220 CV worth of product from Zrii for her own use. Now this affects how the ERB is divided, but we'll come back to that in just one second. In this case, Bob would be the presenter because he presented Jane with the information, and Mary would be the enroller because Jane was her contact. If Jane placed a 100 CV order, then Bob would receive 5% and Mary would get 20%. So let's cover some frequently asked questions. How do the ERB percentages work? The percentages that are paid out for ERB fall into 2 tiers. Qualification for these tiers depends on lifetime personal CV of the enroller in question. So in other words, if we go back and take a look at the second example with Bob and Mary that we just looked at, the ERB percentages are determined by the lifetime volume of Mary, not Bob. There are 2 tiers in ERB, and they have to do with personal lifetime volume. If your lifetime personal volume is 219 CV or less, the 25% for the ERB is split 10% for the presenter and 15% for the enroller, as you can see in this table. If your lifetime personal volume is 220 CV or greater, the ERB is split 20% and 5%. Now this is done for a couple of reasons. First of all, when you're new to the business, the presenter is generally going to be doing more of the explaining, so it rewards them just a little bit more. Also, it serves as a way to reward those who buy larger packs right out of the gate, or continue to be loyal and order products until they've hit 220 in personal volume and beyond. When is the ERB paid out? The Enroller Retail Bonus is paid out weekly, and it follows the same structure as Zree's other weekly bonuses. The easiest way to look at it is like this. Take a calendar month that starts on a Monday. In this instance, your ERB would be earned from Monday the 1st till Sunday the 7th. The commissions would be calculated on Thursday the 11th, and they would be paid out on Monday the 15th. The longest period of time you would ever have to wait to receive your ERB would be a maximum of 14 days. Thank you for watching the compensation plan training video on Enroller Retail Bonus.